A new year is coming, and I know that a lot of you will set some New Year's objectives to better their health. So that's what this video is about. My goal is to make you something like a health manual or a course where you got everything you need condensed in this little video to improve your health drastically. So I'll talk only about the most important things and the things that will give you the most results without going too much into the details, and the more specific habits that you can do if you want to further improve your health later. If you want to know more about that, you can check the other videos on my channel. I've made plenty of them talking about that. I'm Edgar, I lost 100 pounds in a year, and now my goal is to help people improve their health. Subscribe if you enjoy this kind of advice. Let's get into it. For me, health really has 4 core pillars. 4 basic rules, if you want, that you need to follow if you want to be healthy. Then everything else is built on top of it. But if you don't got these 4 bricks in your base, everything will crumble later on. So it's really important, whether you're a beginner or you're an intermediate or you're more advanced in your health journey, that you really got these 4 topics dialed in before trying anything else, because as I said, if you haven't implemented them, you will fail later on. So the first domain is nutrition. For me, food is maybe the most important thing about health. It fuels all of your body, your mind, it impacts your moods, the action you're able to do, how you feel mentally and physically. Everything else is greatly impacted by how you eat. And it's also, I think, one of the trickiest domain, because there is a lot of contradiction that's being said about how you should eat and what food are good for you or bad for you. So I'll give you a very simple framework so you can eat healthy without worrying too much about all of the rest bullshit advice other people could give you. As I said, of course, you can later on get more precise with your diet and try some special things out. But first, you need to master the 3 principles I'll give you right now. First one is whole foods. Whole foods must be at the base of your diet. So vegetables, fruits, carbs like rice, potatoes, protein like fish, chicken, beef, everything that's the least transformed possible will really be the best for you, because in whole foods you got way more nutrients than in more processed foods. Nowadays, of course, everything is a little bit processed, but when I talk about processed foods, it's really things like candies, chocolate, junk food like chips, fast foods, things like that. You will get way more nutrients, which are really important if you want to feel good and if you want to fuel your body properly. And also, it will make you way more satiated, which is important because you don't want to feel hungry all the time. And overall, it will harm your body way less than ultra processed foods. So that's the first principle. Second principle is variety. If you eat mostly whole foods, you need to not always eat the same kinds. Like, you can't eat potatoes, ground beef, and broccolis every day for the rest of your life, because you'll have deficiencies in some kinds of nutrients, some kinds of minerals. It's important that you switch the kind of food you're eating from time to time, so you can get all of the different kinds of nutrients you need in order to live properly. So whole foods and a variety of whole food. Third one is actually a bundle of 2 principles in one, but you need to be not extreme with your diet, because it's more important that you eat whole foods 80% of the time and 20% you do a little bit how you want, than if you eat whole foods 100% of the time, but after you fail, you feel bad, maybe you eat a little bit worse for a few days. Like, don't try to be perfect with it. Don't try to always eat whole foods because processed foods are the devil. It's not the case. You just need to make a large amount of your diet composed of whole foods, and you can of course keep a little bit of more processed and unhealthy foods from time to time, maybe, I don't know, every couple of days. It won't greatly impact your health, and as I always say, it's better that you have a diet where you have maybe a little bit of unhealthy food in it, but you can hold it over time, than you've got a perfect diet but you're unable to stay consistent on it, and you will always fail, and you will feel bad, and you will stop following it after a couple of months. Here, the goal is really to set up a diet that you're able to keep for the rest of your life. If you can say to yourself that you can keep eating the same for the rest of your life, you don't have the right diet. And second thing for this third principle is enjoy the foods you eat. So maybe adding a little bit of more processed foods can work with that, but also for the whole food, the healthy food, find recipes and find plates that you enjoy. Don't eat chicken, rice and broccoli if you don't like that. Find things that you like eating and that are healthy for you. That's really, really important, and you must do it if you want to be able to stay consistent over time, because we need a little bit of enjoyment if we want to be able to stay consistent. Second pillar is exercise. Exercise is also a very important part of health. Now, the excuse you hear from most people that don't exercise and that want to get healthy but haven't started yet or have stopped is, I don't have time to exercise. The problem that these people don't understand is that you don't need a lot of time every week in order to exercise. Already 2 hours of exercise every week, which is not even 20 minutes every day, will be largely enough to get great results for your health and also your longevity and build muscles and feel more energized. You don't need to exercise that much to get results from it. Like exercising, weightlifting, running, walking, anything that makes you move, it's super high return on investment. Because if you don't do it and then you start doing it a little bit, maybe 15-minute walks every day, maybe, I don't know, you walk one day and you do a few push-ups another day, it will already impact your health a lot. And that's important because you don't need to exercise 1 hour every day. You don't even need to exercise every day if you want to be healthy. You just need to exercise a little bit consistently. So now, how much do you actually need to exercise? Me personally, I would say if you don't exercise already or you don't have a lot of time, between 1 hour and 30 to 2 hours and 30 every week. The amount vastly recommended by the health organization is 90 minutes. So that's why I said that for the minimum. And I think if you're a beginner, 2 hours 30 is really a good amount to aim at and to try to be consistent in. And then when you're able to do 2 hours and 30 minutes of exercise every week, you can of course add more if you feel like you have time and you want to do it. Now, what kind of exercise? It's a little bit like whole foods. You want a variety of exercise if we are talking about health, not other goals, not if you want to build muscles or if you want to succeed in a competition. It's not the same, but here we talk about health. If you want to be healthy, you need a variety of exercise. You need cardio and resistance training. That's the two important metrics you need if you want to be healthy. So cardio, the first one, that can be according to your level, running, cycling, swimming, walking, anything that gets your heart rate up a little bit and that gets you breathing a little bit harder. That's the first thing. So maybe spend 1 hour a week doing cardio, walking around, maybe going out and doing a little run. That's the first important thing. Second thing is resistance training. This can be fitness if you want to take a membership. This can also be body weight training at home, so some squats, some push-ups, some body weight exercise like this. It's every exercise where you work against a weight. Now the goal in these 1 hour and 30 or 2 hours and 30 of exercise every week is to balance it out between cardio and resistance training. So maybe one day you do a little workout where you do squats and everything, maybe 30 minutes. Then another day you go out for a run or for a walk, another 30 minutes, and another day you do again some squats and some push-ups, and you're already at 130. Of course, as I said before, you can do more if you feel like it and if you have the time, but 1 hour and 30 should be really the amount of maintenance exercise that you should aim at. Now, before going to the next one, I want to make a special mention to walking. Walking is super great. It's low effort, low risk of injury. It has a great ROI on your longevity, health, energy levels, mood, everything. I really enjoin you to walk as much as you can because it's easy to do. You can do it to go shopping, to go see friends, to maybe go to work if it's not too far, to go to school if you're a student. There is thousands of occasions to walk every month, and you definitely should take them because it's great for your health and it doesn't necessarily take up more time because you can easily implement it in your daily life without making it a special event and fitting it in with other things you have already planned. So really try to walk more because it's great for your health. Number 3 is sleep. Sleep is very important, a little bit like nutrition. It impacts a lot of areas in your life, your mood, your energy, your ability to make decisions. So if you make bad decisions, maybe you will work out less, you will eat worse. So sleep can really impact your health in a really good or a really bad way. Now, the framework for a good night of sleep is very simple. Sleep 8 hours. 8 hours in your bed is really important because you don't sleep as much as you're in bed. Maybe if you go in your bed at 10 p.m. and you wake up at 6 a.m., you will be 8 hours in your bed, but you'll have slept 7 hours or 7 hours and a quarter. So it's really important that you spend 8 hours in your bed because you should sleep between 7 or 8 hours. And sleeping 7 hours is not spending 7 hours in your bed. It's more than that because you'll have time where you're starting to sleep. You'll have time maybe in the morning when you stay in bed. You will have time at night where you wake up a little bit, but you don't really remember. So it's really important that you spend 8 hours in your bed. Second one is try to go to sleep at the same time every night, because then your brain will know that at this time you go to sleep. So you'll go to sleep way faster because your body will already be in sleep mode at the time that you're going to sleep, because your mind knows that at this time, because you go to sleep at the same time every night, you will start falling asleep. So it prepares you and it's way easier to fall asleep and to have an overall better sleep quality. Second thing is lights. Please try to have dimmer lights at night, so no bright lights that shines directly into your head. Also try to not watch your phone before going to sleep because it's also bright lights. So at least if you watch your phone, put the luminosity at the minimum and deactivates the blue lights in your settings. Fourth one is mental health. Mental health is not a gimmick. Now, why I put it in fourth and not in second or third or first, even though in my opinion it's super important, and again, if you have super bad mental health, you'll be super unhealthy and it will impact everything, and you have bad sleep, you'll eat worse, you'll struggle to exercise. But in my opinion, if you do the things I said before, your mental health will be better. So that's why it comes in last, because if you don't already have a super bad mental health, by doing the thing I said before, so eating well, exercising and sleeping well, it will better your mental health already, even if you have a bad mental health actually. It just might be a little bit harder to do them, but it's still doable. Now, best ways I've found to better my mental health are journaling and purpose. First, journaling, it can be any kind of journaling, but the best methods I've found that work for myself are gratitude journaling. So you write about things that you're grateful for every day. So maybe 3 to 5 things you're grateful for. You open your notebook and you say, I'm grateful for the nice weather because it makes me feel good and it made it easier for me to go for a run outside. Things like this. And the second technique I found useful also is just to dump your thoughts into the journal. So write what you think about, why you think about it, and then you read them. And when you reflect about it, it makes it easier to be less impacted by your situation and then easier to find solutions or maybe to understand yourself a little bit better. So journaling, first, very powerful tool in my opinion. And second one is purpose. So purpose can be anything, but it's really something that makes your life worth it. So maybe it's a project, maybe it's your family, maybe it's your work, I don't know. If you're older, most of the time you probably have a purpose. But if you're younger like me, maybe less than 25 years old or even less than 30 years old, you might not have found your purpose yet. And personally, I think that the most valuable and important thing you need to do right now, if you don't have found your purpose yet, is to go ahead and try to find it. Having a why you live your life and a reason makes everything else easier. Because let's face it, being healthy isn't a great goal in itself. Like, let's imagine you eat super well, you sleep well, you exercise, you feel great. Okay, but you have nothing else. It's not very useful. Like, if you want to feel great, at least in my opinion, if I want to feel great, if I want to be in a great mood, to be able to take the best decision, to have super high levels of energy, is to be able to do something with it. Now, I don't know, maybe to build a family, to accomplish something. It's not just to fuck around and drift through life. It's to do something, and having a purpose, having a why, gives meaning to you to try to be healthy. Maybe if it's your family, it makes sense to try and be healthy for your family, so you can play with your kids, so you can stay around longer, so you can be in a better mood around them. It makes sense. If you have, I don't know, a huge project you're working on, you want to have high levels of energy so you can work really, really hard on it. You want to be clear in your head so you can take the best decision or be creative. And that's all parts of health. So having a purpose gives sense to trying to be healthy. And if you don't have a purpose, it's way harder, because all of these efforts, eating better, sleeping well, going to sleep earlier, exercising, they make you feel good, but for what? Like, okay, you're happy and everything, that's good. And if you're able to do all of these good habits without a reason, props to you, that's great. But for most people to stay consistent with these good habits over time, they will need to have a why and they will need to have purpose. Now, finding purpose and a reason to your life is a hard thing. I won't say the contrary, but there is two ways that worked for me and that can help you also to find it if you haven't found it yet. First one is try things out. Like, try new sports, try new activities, meet new people, go out, do anything you can to try something new, okay? That's the first thing. By trying new things, maybe you'll fall in love with something, an activity, a sport, anything, and you will find meaning and you'll find an objective in that will give sense to your life. Second thing is you've already found it, but you don't want to open your eyes. That was my case, personally. And you have a dream, you have something in your head, maybe since you're a child, maybe since you're a teenager, I don't know. But you have a dream, you have something in your head, and you don't allow yourself to pursue it. You let it stay in a dream state because you don't want to fail, because you don't want others to laugh at you when you'll try to pursue this because, I don't know, it's impossible, or you don't think that you will be able to achieve it. And that's really the thing you should pursue. If what I've said right now made sense to you and you thought about something that matches this description, you should pursue it. Because let's face it, it's dumb but true. You've got one life and then it's finished. I mean, at least let it be fun and do what you want. Do things you like. So if you have something in your head that matches what I've just said, do yourself a favor and pursue that.
As promised, here's the full roadmap that you can screenshot so you know exactly what to do.
Subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It really means the world to me, and it gives me also the motivation to continue and try to put out content like this that can maybe help people get a better health and a better life. You can also check the link for my newsletter in the description. It's advice and step-by-step guides on how to improve your health. So if you enjoyed this video, you'll definitely enjoy my newsletter. Please go check that out. Thank you so much for watching until the end. It really means a lot to me. I'll see you next time. Stay healthy.